I can't believe I actually survived a hit. I hit the wrong scene. What a way to start. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to have you. Welcome to what may be the start of a new series. If all goes well, this will be a VOD series, and this will also be an edited video that will end up totally different from the VOD. You'll be able to get two different experiences. It's kind of an ambitious thing I want to try. If not with this series, this will be a good test run for it. But I'm excited. Welcome in YouTube viewers, welcome in Twitch viewers, welcome in VOD watchers. It's good to have you all. Thank you for joining me. Today we begin Project Zomboid, The Sun Don't Shine. This is a modded playthrough where it never stops raining. It may be a drizzle, it may be an all-out thunderstorm downpour, but it will always rain. I've modified zombie behavior a little bit so they can't see and hear as well because of the rain taking away their senses, buffeting them. And I've also added sleep events in as our title character, Aaron Nally. Well, he has a bit of a problem with nightmares. So we've got a little bit going on. I did a little bit of playtesting with this. I have high hopes for it. I hope it goes well. I hope it's going to be fun. But thanks for being here for it with me. Let's see, Todd, congrats on grabbing the first redeem today on Twitch. Good to have you and Kian and Space Monkey. Maiko, you get those dishes. Hello, everybody. V, welcome in. So good to see you, V. All right, let's go ahead and get the Zomboid started. Hey, Gold, welcome in. Good to see you. Space Monkey, it's going pretty well. I finally got my narcolepsy medicine back. So it'll be the first day in like a week that I should have good normal sleep again tonight. Other than that, just lots of life stuff going on. So it should be good. I'm drinking some green tea. It's really good. Ito and Oi Ocha, unsweetened green tea. It's probably one of the best green teas I've ever had. In a way, it kind of tastes like Timothy Hay smells, and I mean that in a good way. Glad to hear it. Yeah, thank you, Gold and Space Monkey. I'm not sure if I notice a little latency in the chat. If so, I apologize. Conducted your first professional interview for a school project. That was really fun. Hey, way to go. I hope the school progress has been good to you. I know you were taking that real seriously. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to start fresh. We're going to start solo. Custom sandbox. You can see my mods here. I have infinite weather, relentless rain. And I have Louisville large apartment complex spawn point for build 42. So we're going to go ahead and take this modded start point. And then for my saved presets, I have Sun Don't Shine. So you can see a couple things here. We turned down the memory site hearing. We made it so that zombies can trigger house alarms. What else did I change? Oh, the power stays on just because it's kind of a roleplay thing. I want to have some fun with the rain and not necessarily be like dealing with the power and everything. So we have existing loot. Yeah, we have the power staying on. I turned on sleeping events, so things like nightmares can occur. By default, they're off. And I think that's everything I changed. Oh, endless fog. Randomized things may occur, like on the road. Oh, I turned up the firearm jams just a little bit from 0 to have a chance that the guns do jam. Because that's kind of fun. Kentucky, a noted zombie place, indeed. And then we have my build here. We've got conspicuous, more likely to be spotted. That's our negative. Then we've got cat's eyes, inventive, outdoorsy, and fast learner. So that's going to help us see at night. That's going to help us weather the outdoor weather conditions, gain more XP, and we can invent more recipes at a lower skill level. And here we have our character, Aaron Nally, a writer living in Kentucky at the time of the outbreak. He noticed the storms rolling in just as things got weird with the people outside. Let's get started. Okay, just got to get loaded in here. And of course, my light goes out. I'm trying to start a little bit earlier because we have a packed schedule between now and TwitchCon. There's a lot that I want to try to get to before I leave for TwitchCon, including some playthroughs and some videos. So I'm trying to put a little more time into stream to get through it all. Okay, and here we are. We can see the rain is already upon us. Let's go ahead and grab this water bottle. We have some matchbooks, some tissues. That's all very good. So welcome to our apartment on the top floor of the complex in Louisville. Let's turn this volume way down and put it on life and living. Oh, cool. The cooking show is on. Okay. Wow, we've already got... we just started, and we've got a level of cooking. Okay, that might have been the whole show, but we did get a little bit of a bonus because of our fast learner skill. So here's our balcony. Take a look out over the city. What do we have here? So this window could go out to the balcony here. I wonder if it's just us on this floor. We have some VHS here, so if we get bored or stressed, that'll help. Good amount of cooking supplies. What I'm not seeing yet is anything we can use as a weapon. Oh, a butterfly knife. Okay, that'll be a weapon. I meant to equip that as a primary. Let's go ahead and take this bandage with us, just in case we need one while we're out and about. We're gonna eat a quarter of this beef patty that we apparently cooked before everything went down. And maybe I'll keep it in my inventory. Maybe I'll put the rest in the fridge. It might be good for us while we're out looting. And we have a little bit of supplies to get us started here. Wow, what a nice place. We've got 2 bathrooms. You should really try this game. I think you should. All right, now our first goal here is going to be to check out the apartment building around us. See if we can clear it out a little bit. Bring back anything that's useful to the home base. Oh, they just added the best update, except I don't actually see it here. Chocolate milk is supposed to add happiness now. Gonna go ahead and take these cooking supplies and stuff for ourselves. I think a rolling pin is a weapon. Torn on what to do today, feeling the usual headache and fatigue. Oh, that sucks. I hope you start feeling better. Pliers and screwdriver would be very useful. We're now very weighed down. So let's go ahead and make it back to our place real quick. You can hear it's really coming down outside. Hey, Darkin, how you doing? Making a brief drop in to hang out for a moment. Very good to see ya. I hope you've been well. Yeah, things are going good here. Oh man, that rain sound is so good. So immersive. What will be really great is if we can find a backpack somewhere. We're probably better if I don't carry my handgun, but it kind of feels like a security blanket. I wonder how I get to that area over there. Been playing Surrounded lately, and you quite like it? Kind of like a mix of Zomboid and DayZ. I've heard about it. I've seen others playing it, by which I mean I've seen their YouTube uploads and stuff. I haven't really seen much of the gameplay myself, but I would definitely look into it. All right, show me a backpack. Still in early access, though? Gotcha. Backpack. I would love a backpack. We're going to read these little flyers and catalogs. Or maybe this one doesn't show us what I thought it would. Some of them show you, like, new locations on the map and such. Ooh, a watch. Okay, that's big. And a bucket hat. We should wear that. Feel like that'll help us with the rain and everything. It's mostly just open world adventuring and you haven't discovered any quests or missions yet. Okay. I'll still keep an eye on it. Could be fun for a little playthrough. Couple bath towels. That's really good. Some bandages. It's about time for a new episode of Life and Living, I think. Ooh, a rat. Hey, Cemetery Chick, welcome. We have a medicine cabinet in here. We have a cupboard, yeah. This is a big-ass house. It's an apartment. We're on the top floor. Rough night, didn't sleep because sick. Oh, that sucks. I hope you feel better. So we should get some carpentry skill here soon. Yeah, there we go. We're getting carpentry skill. That rain is quite peaceful, isn't it? For now. So that's the catch with this playthrough. The rain never stops. So everything good, everything bad that comes with it, that's what we have to live with. Make sure I fully cleared this place. Didn't see a light switch over here. Ooh, a welding magazine. You'll take your headphones off later and feel weird because it's all you heard for a couple of hours. Good point. I knew there'd be food out here. Food that I'd want to rescue and put in my fridge. All right, so that's this floor for now, I think. Oh, I didn't check, how do I even get outside here? Oh, this door, okay. All right, next floor down. Let's go. You know, I think it'll be more efficient if I try to find a backpack or something, and then we can grab some loot. Let's grab a pencil in case we need to make marks on a map, and we'll take a matchbook. So we can wear a canteen. That's actually really cool. Yeah, weapons and backpacks. That's what I'm looking for right now. Lots of dryer lint. I bet we could start a fire with that. that's a good emote for the situation. Man, I got so lucky when I tried this on... But wait. I got so lucky when I tried this on my... trial run. I found a backpack, but I forgot you can make a sheet sling bag. Okay, that'll help some. Temporary fix, yeah, but it is better than nothing. Ooh, there's a propane tank in here. Immediately finds a backpack afterwards. Fitz says hi. Hello, Fitz. Hank Hill has entered the chat. I didn't find any accessories, as it were. Oh, damn it, Bobby. So what's the impact of the constant rain? It changes the way crops grow, if at all. It changes the weather, so you become soaking wet, you become cold, you can catch a cold. Now, I have the outdoorsman trait that helps with the weather conditions a little bit. And I also have it where it is lowering zombie hearing and sight radius a little bit. Kind of like role-playing with the rain. Hey, Ada, welcome in. Good to see you. I'm surprised there's no zombies in here at all. I'm gonna say that and get jump scared, but... Is this an Eternal Rain playthrough? It is. I'm surprised there's no zombies, is what you say just before getting overwhelmed by zombies. It's what an expendable side character says right before getting ripped apart. You know, you're not wrong. Never seen anyone do Eternal Rain before, but you like it if for no other reason than the constant rain sounds. Hey, welcome in. Yeah, being a Florida man, the constant rain sounds are quite homey for me. I'm a side character. Everybody in Zomboid is a side character. And there's nothing that is more side character energy than thinking you're the main character and then getting killed. Used to live in Washington. It's nostalgic and you love rain. Different state right now and you regret moving but can't undo that mistake at the moment. Oh, I feel for you. But hopefully the rain sounds bring you a little bit of comfort. I saw a magazine here. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna try to be a little organized here. The rain in Surrounded gets heavy quite often, and it's quite a nice effect. Water droplets will run down the screen. That sounds nice. Lots of rats. Maybe we just let them breed for now. Ooh, here we go, a frying pan. Might want a kettle. Started looting this one. Did you know that grapefruit can interact with some important medicines? Can you imagine if in Project Zomboid you could eat a grapefruit and it would like interact with your character's unknown heart medicine and they would just die? Okay, still looking for a real backpack. Probably take this sheet. Could have sworn I saw something move out the window. Grapefruits are evil. Be so pissed if that's what ended your run. Okay, we're going to take sleeping pills. We do have sleep events on. So it is possible we could wake up to a nightmare and not be able to get back to sleep. This is a nice apartment complex, I know. We're living it nice out here. Every room is mine. Are there any NPCs? No, that is coming in an update, supposedly. The game's in early access still. Also, there's mods for it. Oh, it's zombies, yeah, but not like survivors, or some of the mods are for like bandits. I gotta say, we really could have used some zombie spawns just to keep the stakes up a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'll regret saying that, but Fridge and freezer are looking stocked for a while. Lots of food, for sure. This is a modded start, so I don't know. Maybe it's not super balanced. Still kind of fun from a roleplay perspective. Game world definitely does feel a little lonely that way. At least a couple safe zones with NPCs would make it feel more alive. Yeah. You can hear, like, gunshots in the distance and stuff, but they're just events that draw zombies. They're not actually, like, humans firing guns. Oh, apparently we can craft something with a toothbrush. We'd steal that rug for sure. We might be able to. We're gonna leave the dog food behind. I don't think it'll be worth the unhappiness debuff. Oh, maybe you can't pick up the rug. I would have. So if I read any of those flyers or anything like that, they give me locations in the game. It's a suitcase. Don't need any of these. So I can carry the suitcase in my offhand. Sky above, welcome in. Good to have you. Ooh, antibiotics. I have very important things in my suitcase. A cola. Oh, maybe this isn't a show where I can gain knowledge. All right, come on. Backpack. Nobody in this apartment owns a backpack. Ooh, fishing. Okay, yeah, this is good. You know, from a roleplay perspective, I can work with a slow start, you know? Maybe not everything gets terrible all at once. Ooh, milk chocolate bar. What's the base game start like? It depends if you do like a normal start or a challenge, but normally you start in a house. So you don't have nearly this much supplies. And then you have to go to other houses. Zombies might see you through the window or something. I just would have expected this start to populate zombies throughout the building. We'll see if they do. The rain and the banjo are perfect together. I'm not upset if this is a super relaxing playthrough. Role-playing idea, the apartment complex was evacuated and you just totally slept through it all. So this is your intro to apocalypse life. Should be a great multiplayer base. It is a base game location, I think. You just don't normally spawn here. Still not totally sure if it was a nightmare. What's that? Like everything happening here? Oh, the plague and the evacuation you apparently slept through. Yeah, totally. All right, we've probably done enough looting for food and such. At least for now, we can get on to some other things, I think. All right, so next thing to look for in the building. Backpacks, good clothing, and weapons. So I think we've cleared every room here. Not this one. Am I heading outside now? I think I've got like 6 more floors to go before we hit the entrance. But I do really, even if it's just a cursory scan, I really do need to clear them. An orange light bulb, that could be good for mood. Saw some twine here. Yeah. Grab some twine. Mechanics 3. Your favorite shade for dim, restful light. Character is living 28 days later, wakes up, nobody around, not even the infected. You're so right about that one. We're gonna take a doily so we can be a proper household. Hey, pleb, welcome in. Good to have you. How goes the Zomboid? Pretty well. Surprisingly well. Worryingly well. Except I can't find a backpack. Kind of like a Sims apartment living expansion with 0 zombies. Going well is always the precursor to this is how you died. Indeed. The Project Zomboid understander has logged on. That's how Zomboid gets you. Nothing happens for an extended amount of time. You get comfortable. Then you let your guard down. I'm tempted to start yelling. I don't know if that would draw them in from outside, though, but I really need to know if there are any zombies in this building. It's gonna be one room that is jam-packed with zombies. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. This is definitely a nightmare. The school bus is outside waiting, honking. Where is your backpack? The room with the zombies has the backpack. That's right. That's probably it. Playing the other day, hotwired a car. Thought you had the perfect truck, great condition. Few feet and all the tires pop off because you didn't check the tire pressure. All of the zombies are wearing the backpacks. It would make sense. We got a hoodie. That might be good if we're in the rain for an extended amount of time. It's a bunch of postcards we can look at. I love how it takes longer to look at a postcard than it does to read a book or read a flyer. Naturally, you had moved all your stuff and transferred your gasoline beforehand, too. He's just very interested in the gun museum. You know, honestly, in a zombie apocalypse, you probably would be. Got a sewing kit. Be quite funny if it turns out you've accidentally started a game on peaceful mode with 0 zombies. I don't think I affected the spawns at all. Alright, we're getting a little drowsy. Oh yeah, no worries, Mike. We understand. I'll try to keep in mind what I said so that what you said can be funny. Not sure if the rain helps or hurts you. I think it makes sneaking easier, but not sure. From what I found online, it doesn't actually, so I turned down the hearing and sight radius of the zombies a little bit to make believe as though the rain does make you harder to spot, because that only makes sense to me. Zomboid, the world where everyone in Kentucky destroyed all the backpacks and sledgehammers. It's so true. You can never find either when you need them. Oh, that he's just carrying a suitcase, though. Like, this is going to be the best vacation. He's looking for work. Is my electricity and water off random or set? Water off is random. Electricity I set not to go off, just because I kind of want to play around with this world a little bit without worrying about power. Might have already checked this one. Lying around a generator do be a mood killer. And this one is supposed to be moody. This one's supposed to be the constant rain, kind of slow, noir undertone sort of thing, you know? If we had fog, it would be quite close to Silent Hill. Think there's a Silent Hill mod already, though. I could not find a complete Silent Hill mod. I could only find a sound mod. Okay, we've got Twitch ads. I'm going to go ahead and take a real quick break. I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. And we'll do some more Project Zomboid, Sun Don't Shine. Thanks for being here for the start of the series, everybody. I appreciate you. Why can I not do the kill?
Who's there? 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 Who's there?
Last time when I walked around for an hour with you all listening to my character groan because I was low on health. Yeah, it looks like we're doing that again. Oh, no. Good news. We're not doing that again. Okay, so we need a new windshield. Press E to listen in. Have you finished? Oh, my bad. This is an intimate conversation. I should not be here. You let me know when you're done and we'll come back and do this again. Yes, sir. This whole section is rigged to blow. Listen, listen, you said you were done with the intimate talk. See, I'm out of drink. Oh! You can't do that. You can't click left mouse to fill the gas while you're holding an assault rifle. Oh damn, started already. Or is it just the one? Oh. Yeah, this ain't good. Mini truck. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome back. Thank you, especially if you are on YouTube and you deal with the ad breaks that we have on Twitch. We do the best that we can. Thank you, Space Monkey. Oh man, look how moody the lights are. This is definitely perfect atmosphere. Oh, we already had a hoodie. Okay, well now we have 2. Just go here and stare out the window for a minute. Watching the rain pour down around us. I know he's gonna get good sleep tonight because I always do when it rains like this. Or not, woke up an hour later. Can't get back to sleep. I legitimately don't know if this is a nightmare or not. You wish for me to be reincarnated into a rainforest lizard with a perfectly smooth rock that catches the noon sun peeking through the canopy. Thank you, Maiko. So you wish that for you and anyone else who wants it because that sounds chill as fuck. Perhaps the ultimate life form. Except we all know that's actually the bio lizard from Sonic Adventure 2. All right, look. I'm gonna feel real silly if this entire building is empty. Huh, there's a trumpet. Rubber spider? I kind of want that. We're taking the rubber spider. No, it's not a good use of our storage. But it's good for the soul. A little whimsy. Ooh, a fanny pack. Okay, that's something. Ooh, and we got some decent stuff in it. A little hungry. We have that beef patty? Yeah, we do. You know what's going to happen here? You're going to get food for breakfast and I'll have my first zombie encounter. Well, then it sounds like you need to go get breakfast so we can hurry the tension along a little bit. Antidepressants, that could be important. Ooh, a military shirt. That's probably pretty good. Take a pipe wrench. A good weapon, if nothing else. How many floors do I have to go? I don't think I'm halfway. But we might just do this until morning. And then kind of head out. Or I could just kind of run through the building like this. Knowing that most of it won't be looted. But that we can at least know there's no zombies in it as of right now. We can see the ground now, though. Oh, yeah, you're right. Just a couple more floors. Honestly, a dumbbell would be a good thing also. That would allow us to train strength pretty effectively. And with more strength, we can carry more stuff. People don't believe in backpacks. Is this what happens when you live in a car-centric society? We have knee pads. I think we can go ahead and wear those. Little preliminary sweep of the building. $3D glasses, that could be whimsical. Somebody in here likes tabletop gaming. A 20-sided dice. I know there was an RPG manual in there, too. We have Mechanics 3. Scrap electronics might be a good thing to throw in here. Ooh, rubber gloves. Can roleplay playing a TTRPG alone. Oh yeah, look at the mood lighting in here. The fashion is killer, I know. I actually look like I'm ready to go gardening. I got my rubber gloves, I got my knee pads, I've got my fanny pack for seeds. All right, now I'll need to be careful as I get down onto the last floor, because then zombies will be able to start to see me through the window and enter. I mean, for all I know, they already can at this level, but when I'm at equal level with them, I think it's extra danger. Hey, thanks for lurking. Hope you're well. Is this anything? No. And it appears to be this floor. You know what? If nothing else, this should be like a 10 out of 10 VOD series for falling asleep to. So all you people who put on VODs to go to sleep, just know I got you. If nobody else got you, I got you. Just imagine you get to the ground floor, turn the light on, and there will be hundreds of zombies. Ooh, metal baseball bat. Please edit out the jump scares. Hey, Rain, welcome in. You know what's funny, Rain, is Hockey was playing Project Zomboid yesterday, and she said something about, where's Rainy? I need Rainy since this is a survival game. And I said, you know, I told Rain they should play this game. Told me you guys were talking about that. I can't believe we went to sleep for like 1 hour and woke up and weren't drowsy anymore. Hey, Ed Goblin, welcome in. Have this game, haven't played in a while though. It's a great game. It really is. Oh, cool. We got a level in running. Lots of matchbooks. Constant rainy weather, yes. The sun don't shine. The moon don't move the tides to wash me clean. We got tons of sleeping pills here. One thing that always strikes you is how uncluttered these homes are. They are pretty nice and neat. So it turns out that cleanliness does not stop you from getting the Nox virus. Painkillers. Ooh, a blue light. You know, I wonder if a bunch of the zombies spawned in buildings, and because I turned their hearing radius down, nothing is drawing them outside, maybe? Paperback At the Mountains of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft. I've actually read that one. It is good, but H.P. Lovecraft wrote without any paragraph breaks or chapter breaks. At least, I think At the Mountains of Madness was written that way. I know the Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath was. It's just straight through 120 pages, no spaces between lines, no chapters. You just gotta stick a bookmark in it and hope you remember roughly what sentence you were on. We have a handbag here. I don't know if it's any better than a suitcase. We're getting drowsy again. Hopefully we don't screw up our sleep schedule. We know what that's like, and it's no fun. I feel like we have enough sleeping pills for now. Okay, we can see the ground. I think what we do is we finish clearing this floor, and then we go to bed. And when we wake up, we hit the ground floor. We've got lots of baseball bats. By lots, I guess I mean two, one wooden and one metal, but at least we have weapons and decent weapons. That's gonna get us started. Let's see, did we check all of these? I feel like, yeah, since the lights are on, I feel like we've now looped back around. Okay, let's head back upstairs. We'll sort, we'll get some sleep, and then we'll hit this bottom floor and see what awaits us. So where do we want to store weapons and stuff? Let's maybe do it in here. I think we're going more slowly putting things away because we are weighed down and drowsy and maybe out of breath. Oh, it might be time for a show. Yeah, the cooking show. Okay, very cool. Okay, we're learning how to cook some rabbit. Why the rubber spider? For the vibe. Look, rubber spider. That's Robert. Robert the rubber spider. Also, I think Robert is the name of the tire in the horror movie Rubber. So it works on multiple levels. Welcome, Robert. Rubber, what a movie that was. Rubber spider. She would prefer you not handle them. Oh, I see. They're touch-me-nots. Okay. Rubber, hardly know her. There it is. Thank you for providing, you all. You played your part perfectly. All right, let's see. So what do we want in this fanny pack for quick access? Let's get some painkillers. A lighter. Antidepressant. Oh, we can't fit the antidepressants. Okay. Ginger root, that'll help if we have an upset stomach. I don't know if that actually works in this game. I know lemongrass is good, though. Lemongrass is good for that kind of thing in this game. We'll put this water bottle away, too. We are so heavy. You know what? Honestly, what it is, it's the handgun. The handgun and the 5 magazines. Maybe we ought to put some of them away. Like, what do we think? Maybe 2 reloads? It just saved us several pounds, which is really a big difference. Honestly, I don't even really want to use the gun. Wait, why'd the rain stop? The rain's not supposed to stop. Are they all loaded? They are. But let's sleep and see if the rain continues. Zomboid, what's up, Captain? Promotable, good to see you. We're trying an extreme rainy weather mod here. Basically meaning it never stops raining. I'm going to take this pipe wrench as a weapon. That way I can still carry the suitcase since we haven't found a proper bag. And I'll carry the butterfly knife as a backup. Now it's just a drizzle. I'm okay with it being just a drizzle. The idea is it goes from drizzle to stormy. It's just never supposed to completely stop. What other major mods do I have running? I just have Infinite Weather, Relentless Rain, and I have this Louisville large apartment complex spawn. That's it. Eat a peach. Because I don't feel like cooking today. And then what do we want to take with us for the road to eat? I mean, honestly, we can probably scavenge up stuff to eat, but we should have something on hand in case we get real hungry. We'll just take a salami. Okay, time to hit this first floor. Almost vanilla, yeah, except the... Honestly, this apartment spawn kind of seems a little OP. Because it's just an apartment full of supplies, and I haven't seen a single zombie in it. Now, this is the base level, so they might be down here. Need to fill my canteen anyway. Oh no, this is the... Oh, this is, I don't know what's up with this. What's this doing in an apartment complex? Storage units. Hey, what's up, Slippery Eel? Halloween candy, don't mind if I do. Why would they make them so sinister? So you can really lock up your goods. Wonder if I won the spawn lottery or if the mod turns off the zombies in the building. Don't think Vanilla Zomboid keeps zombies from spawning in entire huge buildings with you. It does in the small ones, but... Maybe that is the case. Maybe because I spawned in here, the game has not spawned any in with me. Also, it's supposed to be raining. So obviously this mod does not work perfectly. Could technically make storage units like how they realistically are, but I don't know if the game has any smaller garage doors. It did when I played Build 41. There were storage units that just had like the roll-up garage doors. Okay, now it's raining again. Maybe overcast is one of the stages of rain. Seen those, but they were 2x2 garages. Gotcha. Why do I have slight damage? I don't show any muscle strain. Ooh, that's a lot of zombies. Seen a few YouTubers do big building runs that are stuffed with zombies. Yeah, exactly. Don't know which is modded and which is vanilla behavior. Me neither. I'm still very new to the game. Can't play PZ unless it's modded. You've spent too much time in vanilla, and the mods are so cool. You know, I understand you. Let's see what we got for vehicles here. Damn, this one's good. It's out of gas. Just short of 1,500 hours in PZ. Wow, I've got about 100. I'm definitely still on noob status. These are all fairly decent. Okay, that one's engine is pretty shot. Got 4,300 hours in DayZ 2. Wow. Well, Yeska, that's like a caramel or something, right? Let's go ahead and eat that. Right out of the trash can. I don't know how much you have, but in one multiplayer game, you got bit on day one, and instead of trying to survive, you got a gun and thought you'll take out as many zombies as you can. That's a real fun way to go. I've seen people literally get into the thousands of kills. So this parking garage is pretty empty. An 8-sided die. Ooh, a barbell. Remember I said one of those would be really cool. Let's try to remember that's down here. That'll help us with strength training. Typically used as a damage die. Gotcha. Alright, that looks like a block of buildings that we could try to loot. Remember, we're looking for backpacks, clothes, and weapons. See 3 zombies here. Oh, don't lag. Okay, we're a little nervous. Pipe wrench is still in good condition. Oh man, that's a lot of zombies. What are we gonna do? You thought you did good? Yeah, I mean, there's just a huge skill ceiling for this game. Definitely that can be quite good. Like, I'll be happy if we survive the 89 zombie kills this time around. Ladders, is that a thing? Can we climb ladders? It doesn't look like it. Okay, we've got a few here at the park. When it's a few at a time, I think we want to go ahead and try and get the combat XP. The hardest thing in the game is keeping up calories, you think? Oh, I can definitely see that. Well, that's a little bigger group. One formal-looking playhouse for a kid's park. It kind of is. Okay, that's locked. So I'd have to break the door down. I did not mean to jump over that. I meant to close the door on the way in. All right, we got a little park over here. Dog park, maybe? That's what I was thinking. It's way easier with 2-hour days, but yeah, on a 1-hour day, calories are hell. Okay, we're a bit chilly. Man, that's so many zombies. I'm up. My back is literally against a wall. I don't love that. Can I whisper in a track like... Okay, looks like we got one. This is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna pull one at a time. Groups that we can handle and manage. Make sure, yeah, our wrench is in good condition. Visioning the edited video starting with where are all the zombies and then immediately cutting to that. It's a lot of zombies. Cut to the Flex Seal guy. Now that's a lot of damage. Okay, looks like we got two. Not a single backpack in sight. How is our, oh, we've got some minor muscle strain. Okay, now the muscle strain has gone away, so we don't want to overdo anything. Muscle strain is a new mechanic added to this build. Hey, G-Sparkle, welcome in. Good to have you, Raiders. What's up, what's up? Hey, what were you playing? Were you doing some of your Fallout 4 permadeath? Feel free to tell us a little bit about yourself, if you would like, or what you're doing over on your stream. Go ahead and get you a shout out. Oh, almost spelled you wrong. There we go. Thank you, Maiko. Hey, yeah, looks like some Fallout 4. I've seen you doing some permadeath. Fallout 4 survival permadeath. It's 100%, right? Welcome in, Raiders. I am Ad Noctum. I'm a variety streamer on YouTube and Twitch. We're live on both platforms currently, and I make videos on YouTube. My big game here lately is Kenshi that I do on Saturdays and Sundays, but we're trying to get into some Project Zomboid as well. I'm doing a modded, basically Rain World playthrough where it never stops raining. Welcome on in. Good to have you all. Hey, if you need to head out after your stream, no worries whatsoever. I know how it is. Feel free to head out with no explanations. But if you'd like to stay with us, if you'd like to share anything about your stream, absolutely feel free to. 100% just hit 85, so you're almost done. So 100%, that's like every quest, every magazine, that sort of thing. Awesome. Good luck with that, and congratulations. I tried a permadeath once. I got one hit by a legendary Deathclaw making my way to Virgil. That was the end of the last permadeath I ever tried. Big thing is all locations as well. Okay, very cool. You know, I was actually setting up a Fallout 4 mod yesterday. After I come back from TwitchCon, we're going to play the Silent Hill mod, Whispering Hills. So I was getting my mod organizer and everything set up for that. Okay, I'm quite cold. Let's wear this leather coat. See if that helps at all. It's a little dirty. If I can find a natural water source. Let's see if I can get back inside here real quick. Got to do some things, but be lurking. Have a good one. Hey, no worries. Thanks again for the raid and the lurk. And I hope the rest of your permadeath goes well. Alright, so just to be sure, we are wearing the leather coat. It's dirty and bloody. I think I should get in here and just find a place to wash the coat. It should help us with the cold. I guess I should have brought one of those hoodies with me. It's definitely chilly outside in the rain. Even though it's July, it's getting down into the 40s because of all the rain. I played World War Z, I have not. We're a little hungry too, so we'll probably eat some salami. Gonna have a little salami as a treat. Also, I saw that our sneaking skill went up. So that'll be good. As we sneak around more zombies, that should continue to go higher. Our running had gone up as well. Man, it's getting dark outside. Dark and cold. I don't know if it's going to do us any good to start clearing these zombies, but we might as well try. Do I have any negative traits? I have conspicuous. All right, now question is, do we want to try to loot somewhere before it gets real late and we return home? Oh, why did that happen? It's dark in here. Is this the light? This is the light. Hottest stew, fresh, uncooked. It doesn't say dangerous, even though it's uncooked, so I'm gonna go for it. Hey, Fruit, thanks for lurking. Good to see you. Okay, yeah, we searched in here. Ooh. I attracted a different one than I expected. Hearing Captain Price telling me to check my corners. Oh no! If that's a bite, I'm gonna be pissed. Laceration, okay. Oh, you can't disinfect while walking. It was close. It definitely looked like a bite. Yeah, it did. And I think lacerations are a 7% chance to zombify. I think. I think it's 7% for laceration. I want to say 25% for scratch and 100% for bitten. Probably dry ourselves with the bath towel. Oh, you know what would be good is if we had a dryer. You could use the laundry rooms to dry the clothes. Yeah, exactly. Oh no, your main SSD got corrupted a few days back. Managed to save your data. Just got Windows installed on a fresh SSD. Oh, I'm glad for you. All right, what do I have that's wet? Throw the bath towel in here. I don't think anything else is wet. Even the leather coat is pretty dry now. Feels so good to have a functional PC again, I bet. Listen to that spin cycle take off. Okay, my bandage is dirty. We'll remove it. Put a new bandage on. We want to take care of this. Take care of these bandages and everything so it doesn't get infected. You know what they say about wounds? Keep them dry, keep them clean. Okay, it doesn't look like I have any bandages to clean. We have a couple more things that are wet, so let's go dry those. We don't want to sleep in wet clothes, I bet. Oh, actually, this stuff just dried as we're standing here. Oh, man, you know what? You should get a happiness boost for taking a warm towel out of the dryer and just, like, putting it to your face. That should raise you, like, 3 levels of happiness, 3 levels of stress. So here's the thing. I don't know what's up with this sleep, but I'm still not tired. I guess I can sleep. All right, we've got some ads on Twitch. Thank you for hanging in there through the ads. Tink, welcome in. Good to see you. We're going to sleep. I bet this wakes us up at, like, midnight again. Yeah, 12:30. Betty stalks you when you empty the dryer. You know what? I wonder if there's a mod. Dry clothes bring happiness. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. So, if for some mysterious reason our character doesn't need a lot of sleep, let's remove the bandage. You're going to disinfect and put a new one on. Oh, I see. Okay, so when you remove adhesive bandages, they just disappear, which makes sense. It's not like you're going to be able to stick a Band-Aid back on. So I will need to replace those. Let's see, we've got a bandage here. I can put some more adhesive ones in the fanny pack. It seems like the kind of thing you don't necessarily want to save for later, right? Because if you die from an infection now, then you never get to use the bandage later. It's not like some kind of healing item where you're going to go against a big boss later on and need it. Let's see. Let's take an alcohol wipe. Probably want to keep tweezers on us. Ooh, I can't quite fit that. Let's move the lighter to the bag. Just in case we get any glass in us. It's not like we're going to be shot, but we may get some glass in our body. Did I take the wakeful trait? No. So what I have... conspicuous, cat's eyes, inventive, outdoorsy, and fast learner. And then for mods, I have infinite weather, relentless rain, and I have this Louisville apartment complex start, and that's it. But I have slept like a total of an hour and a half in the 3 game days that I've been playing. And these city nights. Look at what a vibe this is. You IRL? I have the opposite. I've been out of my narcolepsy meds, so I've been sleeping like 12 hours a night. Luckily, they just came in today, so hopefully I don't, it's not so bad tonight. Yeah, these orange sodium lights are such a vibe. Hey, Willow, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, it's still showing bandaged and not a dirty bandage. Glad you got your meds. Thank you, Rain. How are we on? Oh, you know what? There's a barbell downstairs. While we're waiting and not doing much of anything else, let's go grab that barbell that I noticed. Keeping ourselves in shape will be really good for this. Okay, so it was one of these. We can kind of peruse everything else that's in here, too. Maybe find a backpack. Oh, look at this. A hand drill, box of nails, box of screws. Now, our power's not going to go out, but still a lot of useful stuff. Look, we got a pen light. Screwdriver. Hey, Trans Tanky Girl, welcome in. How you doing? A long stick, I'm sure that'll be useful for something. Hey, I'm doing pretty all right. Bottle making at home. Okay, maybe we get into some glass blowing. Shoes. Barbell, here we go. Okay, we're a little over capacity. Delicious meals. Ooh, let's see what we can make with this. Breaded shrimp, breaded onion rings, 4 cabbage rolls, and guacamole. Just tried your hands at Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode and got killed in the first goblin camp you attacked. So I haven't seen anything of Dwarf Fortress because I'm saving it to play exactly like I did Kenshi. So I'm going to go into Dwarf Fortress blind. I'm going to receive no help. I'm going to look up no guides. And I'm going to see how truly difficult that game is to learn just off of its own merits and first principles. Five mahogany stools. You know what? My place could really use that. Wait, is this anything? Going to a furniture store and telling them you're interested in buying, but first you're going to need to see a stool sample? Is that something? Generator book. Oh, wait, the power stays on. We don't need it. Okay, so let's see. We've got a barbell, a dumbbell, and a weight bench. Okay, this may be very heavy. But I'm going to take this all upstairs. Let's see, how bad is it? Uh-oh, somebody's breaking in. What's my favorite weapon right now? I'm doing pretty good with the pipe wrench. Here's just the crowbar. I bet the crowbar is pretty awesome. Oh, man. I can only imagine this feels like an eternity while carrying all this stuff up the stairs. let's see here. Team Crowbar, let's go. Okay, now how does this work? I grab the weight bench. I don't know if I, like, unpack it. Place item. Ooh. Oh, hey, look at that. And then I don't know what to do with it. What if I grab the barbell? We got a gym now, yeah. I don't know if we can actually do anything with it, though. Like, I don't know if it's just cosmetic. Let's see if we can do the exercise when I put it in my inventory. I can do barbell curls, yes. Okay. Leave those here for now. Then we've got the dumbbell over here. Okay, so we sustained a little damage doing all that. I think we're going to need a high-protein meal. Let's say we cook ourselves... oh, there's a cooked pork chop here. Better hot. Let's see if I can just heat it up. I have a microwave. I don't think I have a microwave. You know, for all the amenities that I have, durability of the crowbar is definitely the draw for you as well. The pipe wrench has been pretty good in that regard so far, so I'll have to look for a crowbar. All right, so let's see. Can I turn this on and warm it up? Or is it simply going to start burning? That's next on the list, yeah. Okay, so it looks like it is going to do a cooking thing. Let's go ahead and let's take some of these painkillers. That ought to help a little. Yeah, so it doesn't say burning, it says cooking. Nothing like a 4 a.m. pork chop session. I'll eat half of that. And we'll wash up. Fucking good, Chef. Thank you, Chef. This canteen was a super cool find. We didn't wash our weapon. I don't necessarily know what you need to do that for. Heard, Chef. Good listening, Chef. Oh, I've got a salami and a pork chop with me. Let's put the salami back in the fridge. I mean, it doesn't weigh much. Oh, we've got a couple screwdrivers now. We can pick our favorite color. It's like I'm in a little pain again. I wonder if my forearm is any better from the laceration. Oh, it's a water dripping sound. Salami should also be a weapon. If you put it in the freezer, if you put it in the freezer, it should absolutely be a weapon until it thaws. So now let's see penlight. Ooh, super cool. Candy cane shiv. There needs to be a mod for all these weapons. There probably is. All right, well, Aaron sleeps like 2 hours a night for some reason, and he's not tired. So, you know, let's, pipe wrench is still in good condition. We attach the M9 to the belt? I don't think so. Hey, Ish, welcome in. Good to see you. Been a while since you could catch a stream. Well, I hope things have been well for you. No worries. A weapon that turns into a snack mid-fight sounds like a good idea until you eat your weapon and no longer have a weapon mid-fight, or you get your weapon bloody. Makes you think so many things could become a weapon if frozen. There should be a frozen pea launcher. You know, it's like a beanbag shotgun, but you're just launching bags of frozen peas. Like a potato gun or something. All right, now somebody was banging on the door last I went down here, so we got to be careful. The noise design in this game is really good. I can't tell if what I'm hearing is somebody moving around or just like ambient stuff. Oh, somebody's inside. Maybe we go ahead and... Oh, that light was already off. Okay. A visitor. You want Build 42 multiplayer so bad. It's still breaking stuff all the time, though. How many am I hearing? 2. 3. What? The sounds sound kind of muffled, do they? A backpack. Oh man, encumbrance reduction of 70. Honestly, we can probably put the suitcase in there for now, then. Backpacks are a delicacy here, it seems, yeah. Don't like these guests. They're loud and very rude. Yeah, and smelly. The kind of smelly guests that smell smelly. Which town am I in? Louisville. All right, I don't necessarily... Like, I want to rest in here, but not around the bodies. Oh, there's another... Where the zombies come from? They break another window? Oh, looks like they broke one over here, maybe. Am I playing with mods? Just Infinite Weather, Relentless Rain, and the Louisville apartment complex spawn. That's it. Settling in with dinner for a bit, making progress. We hope. Every bit of progress can be cruelly ripped away from you, but we hope. Oh, I'm not actually wearing my coat. I should be wearing that. Let's eat this pork chop before it goes even worse. It's going to make us a little bored and unhappy, but it'll be even worse if we let it rot, I think. How's my weapon doing? Oh, it's still good. It's still like 80%. Actually, don't know. What is the challenge with infinite rain? What things become more difficult? So I will preface by saying this is not really a challenge run because I'm still new at the game. It's just kind of a role play or story run that I wanted to do. I wanted to have, you know, I just thought it would be fun to have a constantly rainy environment. It does affect weather and like how cold it is. And I took the outdoorsman trait. Otherwise, it's easy to get sick if you're out in the rain and stuff. And I guess it affects crops and things like that. But yeah, it's mostly just an aesthetic thing this time around. Yeah, like it's July, and because of the rain, it is 35 degrees. Willow, you love the rain. Yeah, a couple people have come through and said that they love the rain just because it's soothing. Infinite rain means infinite water. Yes, and I have the power set to not go out. Water will go out, so I'll have to collect it. But the power will not go out, so I'll be able to purify it. How are we doing on short blunt? Oh, I've got some minor muscle strain. I probably want to let that settle a little. Short blunt is leveling up. Yeah, even with my leather coat, I'm chilly. $35 isn't cold. No, it's 35 Fahrenheit. So it's like 3 Celsius. Actually, it's 31 Fahrenheit, so it's just dipped into the negative Celsius. Oh, you're right. You all can't see the clock. I wonder... I'll have to play around with where to put my camera. I don't know about alt-tabbing right now, but if I get a break out of the game, I'll see about setting up a Zomboid camera. Bottom right would be good, you think? Okay. Hey, there's a park ranger over there. Hey, Boka, welcome in. Good to have you. Is that another backpack? Oh, it's kind of like a sling bag. It's a satchel. We'll just throw it in the backpack. We might as well take it with us. Still got minor muscle strain, so I don't want to commit to too many fights here. Backpackception. Yeah, it's not like Kenshi where it won't let you put a bag in another bag. Or it will in Kenshi, but they have to be empty. Temporarily increase your difficulty. Oh, real loud. See, I've got their hearing and sight turned down to mimic the effects of a constant storm. All right, you know what? I got muscle strain. I'm drowsy. None of this seems to be getting better. Let's go back inside. I think trying to rush is something that could cost us the playthrough. Staying clean. Being clean makes me feel human. All right, I think with the backpack, we can go ahead and put the suitcase and the satchel away. Or maybe we hold on to the satchel. Yeah. Yeah, that's like a half measure. We should go wash it, though. Because the satchel only weighs 1, and it's got a better encumbrance reduction. I'm more about fitness than strength, but let's go ahead and do 10 minutes of these dumbbell presses. Maybe some bicep curls, and then we'll go to bed. Yes, getting strong. Okay, and then we'll place that back down. And we have a backpack in here that we don't need. Where did it go? Hopefully we're not in too much pain to sleep. Oh no, we slept for quite a while. Oh, we've actually gained a decent amount of strength. Well, 1,000 out of 30,000. It's going to take a while to build up. It's so immersive. Let's see if we got a little snack we should eat. Like some dried apricots. You think being strong is easy? Oh, I'm not wearing my backpack. Why is... I must have taken it off. Oh, that's why I had the backpack in my inventory that I thought I didn't need. Should eventually clean these bodies out because they can make us sick. It's like a lot of the crowd has moved on. Moved over that way. Ooh. I heard somebody slide up against a window. Yep. Now the painting is finished. Okay, we got 2 at the end of the hallway here. Close these doors. Oh, we're missing a good show. Yeah, can't miss my show. This one's fishing. Wait, did I see... Oh, power. So I saw a power bar, and I was thinking like a Cliff Bar. I'm like, ooh, power bar. That's got to be food. Safety scissors are used for something. Golden Sunset Nursing Home. We're gonna drink some chalky milk. Isn't there a protein bar brand called Power Bar? I thought so. Oh, okay. There's more than I thought there. I think I hear one right around the corner. Hear more foot. Yep. Slowly painting that wall. We're expressing our creativity. Okay, we got a little muscle strain. Gonna try to let this strain die down. Oh, maybe if I close the door, the bad smell goes away. No, okay, so we actually don't want to rest in this room. Couldn't play PZ with the game volume on for a good chunk of your experience with the game, so you always took the def debuff. Really weird to hear how detailed the sound really is. I imagine some of this might be new since the update. I think since build 41, it's new. Okay, yeah, we got... man, it's still a bad smell. Okay, maybe the smell persists through walls. Sound quality took a big step up in 42. Okay. It makes it super immersive. Clearing these out is nerve-wracking. We're gonna create a good fallback point. There's no reason at this stage of the game to overcommit. I really wonder if I need to clean up these bodies. Do I have a goal in mind for this run or just survive? Yeah, just kind of tell a story. See what develops. I figure starting by kind of cleaning up the streets around me a little bit, if that's even possible, would be a good start. Collect all the rain. It doesn't fall, it crashes around me. Gonna clean up this town one Zambo at a time. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna work. You know, the idea right now is kind of to upskill, just get better at the game, including leveling our character. The rain washes away the blood. The rest is all up to one man. You know, there's a mod for rain washes away blood, but the way it is described, I was worried it was going to cause performance issues. Yes, like Tears in the Rain, exactly. It's a terrible day for rain. Let's see how this laceration is doing. Damn, I still have a laceration. Why can't I do anything about it? Oh, my fanny pack isn't on. Full Metal Alchemist reference? Sure, that's probably what that's from. Pretend that I don't speak in memes that I've just absorbed throughout being on the internet since, like, 2008. I wonder what the pain moodle does to your stats. Ooh, my pipe wrench condition is going down. It's a good thing I checked that. Now I wonder, can I repair it with the duct tape that I have? Ah, the pipe wrench is not one of them that can be repaired with duct tape. Who would have thought? It'd be exciting if you suddenly head downstairs and there are zombies everywhere on the lower levels. Okay, our muscle strain has gone away. Have I died yet in this series? Not this series, no. Screwdriver. Ah, if you press shift, it breaks away and runs. Okay. Super open plan apartment. A Roomba would be great for that floor plan. Oh man, this is going to be tedious. I don't know if this is worth it. Look at how out of breath it makes me. I was just going to try to get some bodies out of the way so I'm not getting myself, you know, corpse sickness every time I try to leave. Did not know PZ was set in 93. Yeah, that's why there's VHS and CDs everywhere. Which, by the way, I was looking online for some CDs of my favorite bands because I like to own physical stuff sometimes, and you just can't find them. Or they're like $100. When did that happen? But then again, I did buy a live performance of ISIS for like $6 on eBay, so like there's still stuff out there, especially live DVDs. But when it comes to out-of-print CDs, they're really expensive. It's a collector's market. Yeah, it's like everything. You can remember when nobody wanted them and they were like $1, and now they're expensive. Do you try looking them up on Discogs? They have a marketplace. Quality may vary, but a friend of yours has had good experience. Yeah, that's where I was. Like, I was looking for some stuff by La Dispute. I was looking for some stuff by Richelieu. Richelieu CDs are like $100. Maybe you should switch to vinyl. In some cases, there are more recent vinyl pressings than there are CDs available. Oh, we've got a lot of muscle strain. Should try used bookstores and places like thrift shops and stuff. Yeah, it is really cool to check those out and try to find things. But when you're looking for something kind of niche, it's like the chance that you actually find the niche band that you're looking for is really low. But I will check them if I'm out. Wild stuff in used bookstores, yeah. Depends on how much time you want to invest, exactly. Glad CDs didn't go the same way as physical games where the disc just has a digital download of the music. Oh, I get so mad at that. Niche stuff and bands hit albums are usually a pretty penny. Yeah, so a lot of times what happens is in like the early 2000s, they put out a CD, either self-published or on a really small label, and they print like 5,000. And maybe they sell them all, maybe they don't. And then like 2017, 2018, they blow up in the YouTube algorithm, the Spotify algorithm, and then suddenly they've got a bunch of fans who really want to buy the original pressings of the CD, and then it's like $100, which I would say is great for the band, but unless the band is sitting on unsold CDs that they can, you know, sell for that amount of money, then they're not even the ones profiting off of it. It's the collectors. And dragging bodies really takes it out of you. It's something constructive to do in the overnight, at least. I'm a little hungry. Used to love buying physical games, especially for your favorite game series. I still love buying physical games, especially PS2 and Dreamcast. Oh, speaking of, I got an email that my Superstation 1 should be shipping in November. It's an FPGA emulator that comes with a PS1 core, so it can play PS1 games. And it'll have a dock that can use original PS1 controllers, PS1 memory cards, and read PS1 games right from disk. And it will also support Sega Saturn, I want to say TurboGrafx, and a couple other disc-based consoles. It's got like SD cards, it's got USB, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, analog and digital out. I'm super excited. I'll be able to play it on my CRT while sending a different feed to my capture card to record on my laptop. Learning so much about collecting CDs and disposing of corpses. Hey, I mean, we're just living the 90s, that's all. Educational stream. Support physical media. Support physical media. I will brainwash you all. I am an influencer. I am influencing you to support physical media and ownership of entertainment media. You should own the things you buy. Down with digital only. Down with cloud streaming. It's my audience, and I get to choose how I influence them. Won't buy it until Project Zomboid is on the CD-ROM. Dragging bodies like sheep to the rhythm of the rainfall. Go back to sleep. I should. It's midnight. Derp Excessive, welcome in. Good to see you. That'd be another good album to have on CD. Much prefer physical media, and not to get too boomer on you, but hate how streaming influences the creation of shows. Tried to watch The Mandalorian and enjoyed season 1 and 2. Then 3 just feels like it exists to make you stay subscribed and watch more things on the streaming service. How about stuff that just is never released, and when Netflix takes it down, you'll never be able to watch it again? And how about they want to do that to video games too? Microsoft Game Pass, Amazon Luna, GeForce Now. They want to sell you consumptive subscription services without substantial preservation practices. I'm not going to lie, that was kind of fire that I just spit. Did y'all just hear that? More passion, more energy. Sailing the high seas solved this problem. Let's just say, I still believe in physical storage redundancy. I've got a dirty bandage in the trash can. I don't know why I can't wash it. You only paid for the license to play the game. Miss me with that bullshit. I'm about to compromise my principles because Silent Hill F comes with a disclaimer that purchasing the game is only licensing it. And it makes me mad. It makes me so mad, but I want to play new Silent Hill. Not finding the redundancy on the map. It's right next to that bay, the Marauder Bay. Then again, I decided not to play VTM Bloodlines 2 because they locked 1/3 of the starting clans behind a $90 day one premium edition. They have apparently walked that back. So if they have walked that back and they don't institute any predatory monetization schemes in place of it, I may play Bloodlines 2, especially if it goes on a good sale. But if they just walk it back to do something as bad or worse, I'm going to stick to it and not play it. I mean, Bloodlines 1 was such a good, complete RPG. It's a classic of its time. It's a standout. It's a model for what other games should be. And then Paradox goes and gets the license to it, and they do what they do. Guess we should go back out. I'm not used to a character that doesn't want to sleep all the time. If you ever play it, it'll be on a 90% sale in 4 years. Just don't have confidence in a game that looks like it's been in development hell. So, to their credit, the vibes from what I saw looked pretty good. The setting was good. The music had the right vibes. I'm not deep into Vampire the Masquerade lore, so I couldn't really tell you how much they respect the source material. But it looked okay. It looked interesting, but I'm not paying $90 to unlock 2 of the 6 clans from the beginning. All right, so my pipe wrench is almost broken. I don't think I have any other short, blunt weapons, other than maybe a frying pan. I've got a rolling pin, but it doesn't generate maintenance XP. It's why you prioritize having a non-screen hobby. The only thing preventing you from making art freely is having a full-time job and artist block, also the price of good markers. Yeah, I agree that, and again, this is no shade to anybody. I think everybody should have a hobby that is not purely consumptive. You should consider investing some time in something that is either productive, not in a capitalist sense, but in an essential sense, productive or performative. But that said, I think there are ways to get into gaming that sidestep the predatory market issues, and I think retro gaming is one of them. Assuming that you're avoiding the like $300 PS2 games, which there are solutions for that. Solutions to which nobody loses, let me remind you. There are, for example, so many PS2 games that I think if I only played PS2 games, I would probably approach retirement age or death before I had time to get through every one of them. And that's why when AAA games pull bullshit stuff, I'm like, okay, I'll just play retro and indie. Another 300 hours of Kenshi coming right up. I'll see you on a 90% sale in 4 years on GOG. People do lose. The poor Nintendo executives starve when you pirate a 30-year-old game they haven't sold since 1992. Okay, I got so fired up I'm not paying attention to my character, which is how you die streaming Zomboid. But I need to find a replacement weapon for my pipe wrench. I guess we could take a baseball bat. Started doing a lot of creative writing again for funsies, and your life has become way cheaper because that's free. And that's a good thing. I think, honestly, we start to lose our brain power with creative skills the less we engage in them. And I think creative writing is an example of a good thing. It's not just writing. I would guess that the amount of books read must have dropped like 80% over the last 2 decades, right? Surely I'm not the only one who's noticed that trend, and I'm not calling out shade because I do it too. I have books by my bedside that I get a couple chapters into, but I don't finish. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we do less creatively and performatively and productively these days. And again, not productive like, are you making money for a corporation kind of productive. Yeah, let's take a metal baseball bat. Heard on the Atlantic podcast that something like 20% of adults read for recreation versus a couple decades ago. Yeah, I mean, so on the positive side, the book market is going to bottom out if it hasn't already. But you know why that is anytime that I have moved as an adult, I'm like, oh my God, I've got all these books. I've got like 300 pounds of books. I've got my office books. I've got my nonfiction books. I've got all my fictional story books that I haven't revisited. So like, just get these things out of here. I'm tired of moving them. But then once you're settled somewhere, you're like, you know, you can't really take a book away from somebody except with your own two hands. You know, the book doesn't go off of a streaming service. The book doesn't get patched to change what it said. It's just the book is what the book is. Read all the time, but have to force it on your kids. You think if you asked any of your friends what the last book they read was, you don't think they could tell you? Yeah, and again, there's no shade. I think it's more about, I like having discussions that help us, like, understand and be aware of these things, rather than, like, I'm not trying to call somebody out for these practices. But I think it's a good discussion to have every once in a while so we don't forget. If you get digital copies of books like on Kindle, I've heard some of those do get edited. Well, if you've got a device that is not cloud connected and you store a PDF, it would be an awful feat for somebody to edit that. Has anyone followed the Age of Scorpius drama, Book Talk pioneering Day 1 DLC for novels? No, please enlighten me. This is a very interesting line of conversation. This ties into something that I've wanted to talk about too, which is the fact that I think the world needs people to be bad at things. Like, I think we're in a culture where effort without result is considered by some to be kind of cringe. And there are so many things that can replace our effort. And increasingly, if you are bad at something and you don't want to wither being bad at it, you can just have AI replace it. Like, I don't need to write a song. I'll just go to suno.ai. You know, so I think as humans, we need to encourage more people to be bad at things and stop cringe policing. Stop making people feel bad for genuine creative or productive efforts. Because if they get cast aside for what comes from their brain, honestly, they're just going to go to a large language model and generate it. Because, look, they already tried. Somebody called them cringe, so fuck them. I'll just AI generate it, right? Failing is so heckin' cool. It is, in fact, one of the best ways to learn. I'm gonna sound like a podcast bro, but honestly, I think one of the best endeavors a human can undergo is to find a safe way to fail at something and fail forward into that thing. Put yourself in a situation where you expect the outcome is to fail and accept that beforehand. And you will either fail and learn why you failed, or you will be very surprised that you actually did the thing. To paraphrase Dave Grohl, just get a bunch of old instruments and suck at it. Exactly. There's no struggle. What is life? Overcome the obstacle with effort and appreciate the challenge afterwards. There was this book that got heavily marketed on TikTok called Age of Scorpius. It was not very good. There were typos everywhere. The story barely made sense, and it wasn't ready to be sold. It wasn't edited. So the author gets the bright idea to sell the edited version later, remastered DLC for novels. Wait, next thing people are going to be selling early access books. Which, you know, I don't know if I hate the idea of that when it comes to an individual. Like, if getting a novel into early access is what gathers you a fan base to, you know, help get it professionally edited and published, I guess I understand the win for the small creator, but that's a dangerous, dangerous slope. And right back to the whole, like, we don't own anything, no experience is complete paradigm. Struggle to see anything on social media these days that doesn't have a negative comment feed, just someone having fun and being creative, and someone comes in and just trashes whatever it is. Like, what happened to saying nothing at all? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not everybody. And it's not necessarily a generation thing. It's not a... There may be more prevalence of it in younger people, but I don't think it's right to say, oh, it's a Gen Z problem. It is a problem of the internet, and I think part of the problem is that the algorithmic feed that we are all latched onto only selects for and shows us the most polished and complete expressions of skill and creativity, and therefore sets a standard that pretty much none of the rest of us can meet. It's only the asymptotal few who are already at that point through a various combination of years of work and professional social media knowledge, sometimes editing in post-processing that beginners and those inexperienced don't see. So you just got all these combinations of things, but it manifests as you scrolling for 30 seconds at a time and seeing an expression of something that you would have no hope to recreate if you picked it up today and expected to do it in a relatively short amount of time, which just becomes discouraging. Gave up drawing for about 10 years because of negative feedback and your own frustration with perceived failure. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. If you could go back, you'd fail over and over and be better than you are now. Exactly. And anybody who will make you feel bad for an honest attempt, now this is important, where nobody can get hurt or die. You should not be don't go being bad at being a doctor, an EMT. You know, these things we need people to have a skill floor for, and we need society to support them until that point. But anything else, anybody who makes you feel bad for being bad at something you earnestly attempt and has no negative consequences to another person's health is an enemy of the human spirit, and we should treat them as such. It's definitely a digital era issue. Going on social media seems to show one of the results of professionals and most hobbyists without professional level skills. you do see get mocked. Exactly. Like, I see it with guitar. You see people who they've got a professional DSLR. They record themselves. They've got as many takes as it takes. They've got fine-tuning, quantizing, MIDI editing, you know, and they've got hours of work for a 12-second short. What doesn't rise is, like, a person practicing scales and improvising with, like, a webcam, you know, because we just don't select for that anymore. You work on life-critical safety systems as a programmer and still coach interns. You can be bad at those things safely. Sure. I'm not going to speak on what those things are because I lack that experience. I guess I would say I used to coach people on firearms, and there's like a way to be bad around firearms, and then there's a way to not ever be bad around firearms. So I guess I can say it does extend to my experience a little bit. Like, you should not make somebody feel bad for being a bad shot, but you might make somebody feel like a professional amount of badness if they're being flagrantly unsafe and endangering other people. That's different. That's where this paradigm falls apart a little bit. Oh. That instant gratification and fear of being cringe. As a former teacher, you can't be kind, be quiet. Yeah, we have let cringe culture dissuade us from developing as humans, I think, some of us. And again, the people who should feel bad for that are not the people reflecting and saying, oh, I let people talk me out of things. It is the people reflecting and saying, oh, I've made somebody feel unworthy for attempting a creative pursuit and not being immediately amazing at it. Not to say that you shouldn't have your redemption moment and do better. I don't think you should dwell on it any more than it takes you to say, okay, I'll do better next time. I'll support the human spirit instead of ceding it to machine algorithms. Someone who dabbles in writing, you feel like being inundated with only the best success stories creates unhealthy expectations on new writers. Seen a fair share of people who look like they've had their world shatter because they had a first novel that wasn't good, and instead of taking it as part of the growth process, they'll compare themselves to the major success stories and lash out because they feel like they're failures. Yeah, I mean, it's not the same, but like even YouTube and stuff is like that. You know, someone makes YouTube videos and they blow up and get millions of views and they're like, wow, my debt is paid and I can take care of my mom and I can quit my soul-sucking job. And then somebody else is like, oh, but I put hours into my stuff and I feel like I did a good job and I got 12 views. And it definitely can be the same level of discouraging. Going back to school for cybersec and networking, and there's so much jargon that you almost dropped because you weren't instantly grasping everything, even though such an expectation is unfair. I understand. I deal with imposter syndrome really bad, and before I internalized that idea and understood what it meant, I have literally quit jobs due to my imposter syndrome. Like 90 days into my trial period, they sit down and they say, the person who trained you, they didn't really instill what we wanted, so we're going to have you redo a training period. And me having an internal crisis, thinking that I failed and I don't belong and I'll never fit in, and actually leaving the job. And look at all these stale donuts. How do they make you bored but a little happy? I think in today's age, so many people just feel the need to create something perfectly the first time around or it's not worth it. Definitely have suffered from that angle. Being a music noob, you have a small level of skill, but you're super critical of yourself when you try to create your own stuff and find it difficult to do so these days. Absolutely. Yep. There's definitely a lot of stuff that I would like to create. In fact, I want to replace my alerts on Twitch. I want to create music and sounds that are slightly more lurker-friendly and less heavy metal, but still the kind of, like, ambient post-rock stuff that I like. But the psychological barrier of getting started has been more difficult to overcome than anything. Why you're sticking it out, you're where you have horrendous imposter syndrome, and it takes a lot of learning for anyone without an existing relevant background, simply because of the sheer volume of things you have to memorize. Yeah, I'm sure you will get it. That's what the human mind does, you know? It learns, it internalizes, it makes connections, and we all do it at different paces. I, for instance, think I'm a good learner, but I'm a slow learner at first. I have to see and understand concepts from multiple angles and multiple ways around. And then I believe I tend to develop a fairly complete understanding of systems and processes. But right away, I can ask the dumbest questions, or I can just miss the most obvious connections, you know. And when I say dumbest questions, it's not to imply a dumb question exists, but comparative to somebody else who has something explained to them and understands, you know, the basic part of it immediately. I can miss something super simple and just be in a stupor until I understand it from, you know, 3 angles. Okay, so I'm not really making a dent on the population here. It's a little dark, so let's go in here and see if I am making a dent on the population inside. Oh, they busted down this door. Anyone ever feels bad about their writing or feel like it's not good enough? Just remember that E.L. James published not one, but 3 poorly researched BDSM novels that were just cleaned up fan fiction of badly researched vampire novels. I don't know who E.L. James is. Like, I feel like this story is familiar to me, but I do not remember which they are. I'm gonna go ahead and shut these doors. Shades of gross. Where's the light switch? Hey, Zartrin, welcome in. How you doing? E.L. James is a 50 Shades of Grey author. Gotcha. Never read them myself. But you know, and this is looping back around to what I was saying earlier. The next person who wants to write 50 Shades of Grey, doesn't matter how cringe, we gotta encourage those people. We gotta say, yeah, keep going, keep doing it, keep publishing, you're doing good, you're manifesting the human spirit. I think that's where the rubber has to hit the road on the talk of eliminating cringe culture. We gotta stop cringe policing, and that includes 50 Shades of Grey. She made bank, and I dig that. Just some topics spread bad information that can really mess people up. Okay, that is a fair point. No cringe policing, but maybe when it comes to harm reduction and, you know, consent and understanding of different activities, yeah, we still might want to police that a little. Hey, Zarchin, clearing the entire apartment building, that would be a big base for a lone survivor. You should see my apartment. Where did you come from? Had imposter syndrome really bad in undergrad, and between that and it just being a general low point in your life, you swore off continuing that. As of recently, you felt more motivated to resume that. Looking at a college, the dorm looks like a comfy little cabin, and you're getting over your fear of even attempting stuff. Hey, I'm happy for you. Okay, there's a washing machine here. Is this... Okay, we can light this up a little. What? Why did I just jump that railing? Okay, there is a body in here, or at least there's a smell in here. Stop jumping the railing, you're gonna hurt yourself. Stop running in the halls. See, I told you were gonna get hurt. Managed dispensers at the time, and it was huge, and lots of people hurt themselves and others because they were emulating the book. Oh, yeah. So I understand where you're coming from. No shame, keep writing, but consider reaching out for advice and research. Yeah, absolutely. That is a lesser version of what I was talking about earlier, where it's like, don't be bad at being a doctor. Like, learn what you're doing first. I would say the same thing probably goes for, like, BDSM writing. Gotta make some space. Okay, we are a little tired. Where can I safely take a rest? Well, safe is an illusion, but take a rest right here. So many in this building. The windows are broken, so they're entering from outside. Favorite instance of a writer not doing their research was John Boyne writing a time travel novel where he details the dye-making process in medieval England as using red alphas and 4 Hylian shrooms. I did read about that. Why did my camera just reset and start tracking me again? I don't like when it does that. This camera is really good. It's sharp, and I like the tracking features, but sometimes it just resets all of its settings. Okay, we have no muscle strain. It interpreted, some of my hand movements earlier. Okay, that could be it. There are hand signals to control it. Kind of building off the harm reduction piece, you do worry about the messaging around romantic relationships being more about intensity and near obsession than sustained effort and communication. Yeah, for sure. Yep, see, that one just came in through the window. Brochures. Is that glass breaking? What is so different about this tile specifically that it makes this noise? It's really weird. Let's eat a fresh yogurt while we're here. Check your inventory over that tile. Could be hidden stuff. Styrofoam floors. Which one was it? Was it here? Floorboard storage. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. It sounds more like the rain. Tink taught you that. You did say Tink has a lot more hours, especially in build 42. So I've been blessed with food, but man, the amount of weapons and such have not been high. Of course, this metal baseball bat was an amazing find. It's going to last for a long time. I do like killing the zombies. Don't blame you. Okay, it's an awful odor. I think I risk sickness. Oh! I risk more than sickness. I risk my very well-being. Okay, we're gonna wanna draw them out a little bit. Always enjoy the chat in my streams. Thank you. So many interesting things to discuss and the occasional silliness. I like to think we maintain a good balance. Doesn't want to die. Hey, Kraz, hope you're well. Hold on, I'll read chats in a second. I knew I was getting exerted. Okay, let's go collect ourselves. How'd you get in here? Because I left the door open. There are a ton of people in that apartment building. They're entering, a lot of them, through the street, through broken windows. If you can be one thing, be efficient. If you can be two things, be silly and efficient. I like that. Silliness has no age limit. Indeed. I think just the flavor of my silliness ages as I get, or changes as I get older. Since I'm on Zomboid, have I seen The Last Stand Aftermath? I played the original Last Stand 1 through maybe 3 growing up, but I don't think I've seen or played Aftermath. We get any kind of loot that I should be concerned about? That is a nice apartment, isn't it? We're playing a mod where it never stops raining, so that's the catch for this playthrough. Just shy of 1,000 hours on PC, you're not that bad. Oh, you don't have to justify it. Hasn't touched that expensive piano, though. So let me talk to you all about this week and next week. Well, the next couple of weeks. I am going to be away roughly October 15th through 22nd, 23rd for TwitchCon. I have a lot of things I want to get through in that time. I want to finish Chronos. Little Nightmares 3 comes out. I'm going to do co-op with my friend Commercial, so I need to play Little Nightmares 1 and 2. And I would like to get far enough in Zomboid and Kenshi to make a YouTube video on each. So I'm going to be streaming all but 2 or 3 days for the next 2 weeks or so. I'll be back tomorrow for Chronos, Friday for more Zomboid, Saturday, Sunday, Kenshi. Monday, I think I have scheduled as an off or free day. Tuesday through Thursday, Little Nightmares 1, 2, 3. Friday, Little Nightmares 3. Saturday, Sunday, Kenshi. The 13th, I think, is also a free day. 14th and 15th are to finish Little Nightmares 3. So that's where we're going to be. Oh, and then after TwitchCon, I plan to play Fallout 4 Whispering Hills, which is the Silent Hill mod for Fallout 4. I've got that running. I want to add a couple aesthetic mods and things like that to it, but I'm looking forward to that. That should be pretty cool. And of course, we're pushing the YouTube as well. I have a collab coming up that should be just a YouTube video. It's going to be the SCP game, SCP-5K. And I'm going to try to get a couple more videos out, at least one during the week of TwitchCon when I'm going to be away. Going to get our 17-year-old in on your Little Nightmares stream. You think she loves it? Oh, that'll be awesome. So yeah, 1 and 2 I'll be playing by myself. And then Friday I'll be co-streaming with my friend Commercial. We both do the stream on Twitch and YouTube. I've seen a little of 1 and 2, like I've seen them played through, but I wasn't paying close enough attention to really understand what's going on for 3, so I'm going to try to prime myself for it. Thank you for shouting out Commercial. I think she's live right now. She's playing Silent Hill F, which that's another game I hope to get to after TwitchCon. I've played, I want to say 8 or 9 Silent Hill games on stream. I love the franchise. Love the music, too. I'm going to see Akira Yamaoka next year. The composer for Silent Hill. Okay, we don't seem to have much strain. So maybe let's get some dumbbell practice going. Maybe then we'll be tired enough to sleep. I'm really mystified by how little sleep I need. No, don't jinx it. Yeah. Well, I added sleep events like nightmares, and they just haven't been happening because I haven't been sleeping enough. Like, this is part of a whole roleplay that I'm going to be doing for the YouTube video. And some of the events that I kind of thought would pop up just haven't at all. Which is the cool thing about doing a live playthrough and then building a story off of it, is you can kind of anticipate what you think might happen, but the reality can be very different. So it becomes this meeting of, like, the story you intended to tell and the natural circumstances of the world. Been feeling the need to get into a horror game lately, but struggle to pick one. Silent Hill F was going to be one of them, but after watching some gameplay and reviews, you're not too fussed. Chronos has been really good so far. So if you feel like checking out Chronos, I'm having a good time. Level Live Show, Tink and you are going to see Mars Volta at the end of this month. Tried to see them 3 times previously. Something always comes up or there's an issue. 4th time is a charm. I haven't gotten to see Mars Volta yet. They are great. I do have a couple pedals that I bought from Juan Alderete, which is he was the bassist for Mars Volta on a couple albums, and a couple other bands that I can't quite remember, but due to his unfortunate accident, he was selling off a bunch of his pedals, so I bought a reverb and a distortion from him. Chronos also missed the mark for you. Watching gameplay and reviews, it kind of feels like another Dead Space. I did not have a good time with Dead Space. I'm having a good time with Chronos. There are similarities in how they feel, but honestly, I'm just more into Chronos than I was Dead Space. I can't really tell you what the sauce is, but I like it more. We're a little thirsty. I guess my canteen has not been filled. You like sauce? Sauce is good. Huh, none of the door sounds are loading. Play all the horror games. Last one to actually give you the ick was RE Village. Okay, there's a couple scenes in Village that I can absolutely see doing that. Oh yeah, there's a couple of food items that I picked up that I legitimately was so deep in conversation that I was not even aware of what I was doing. I was on autopilot, and my autopilot picked up cocoa powder and peanut butter, which sounds like just an immaculate combination. Like an ultimate end-of-the-world comfort food. Maybe you just need to give some a try. Instead of committing to paying for a full price one right now, you could settle for what's on Game Pass before you dive into Steam horror games. Have you played Cry of Fear? Or were you here when I played Cry of Fear? With the baby abomination made you want to crawl out of your own skin? Yeah. Okay, Cry of Fear is free on Steam. It does not require a strong PC to run. And if you grew up on Source Engine games like Half-Life and stuff, it'll come pretty familiar to you. I'm hungry again. We'll eat half a salami. Cry of Fear is a good one. Got you really into Source horror games back in the day. Remember you playing that one? Strong themes. Yeah, strong themes. Emotional game, edgy kind of game. But, you know, I liked it. All right, before we have ads again, It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm having a lot of fun, but I think I don't think I have time for another expedition if I want to get in bed when I want to be in bed. So I think I'm gonna leave you all here. This has been really fun. I'm really curious to see how this playthrough develops. I really like the rain and everything. I think it's got good vibes. And the conversation today was great. So just a reminder, I'll be back tomorrow with Kronos, and then Friday with more Project Zomboid. Saturday, Sunday, Kenshi Fogman Rehabilitation Run. So looking forward to all of those things. Hope you get that sleep back on track. I am legitimately excited to take my sleep medicine tonight and actually remember what it's like to sleep. I've been waking up every hour. I've been having super vivid dreams, all the narcolepsy stuff. So I'm excited to just go to bed and sleep. Love the picture on your backpack. Yeah, the Spiffos logo. All right, y'all. As usual, we're going to close off the YouTube. YouTube, thank you so much for being here, whether you were here live or you caught the VOD. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I appreciate you. I'm going to link to other things if you're watching the VOD. If you like Project Zomboid and you haven't already seen the Kenshi series, you might like what's going on with Kenshi. Also, by the time you get to this VOD, I may have this video up or other Project Zomboid playthroughs to go through. So if you're enjoying this, I'd ask you to check those out. But YouTube, until we catch you again, please take care.